Cindy, level 1. Okay, Cindy is in A major. This is the key that more commonly you'd find fiddle players doing this. But it's a folk song and people sing it, and so you might find somebody singing it in a myriad of different keys. Sometimes on an old-time banjo, they'll play it in other keys or whatnot. So it's unlike some fiddle tunes that are practically always in the same key, like fiddle in the low ground's always in C. For instance, some fiddle tunes that are more folk songs that can vary quite a lot. But we're going to do it in A, probably the most common key that fiddle players use to just make a fiddle tune out of it. Okay, so A major, A, C is F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. So check out your lesson on A major scale and arpeggio. We're in 2/4 time. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, and the basic unit here is eighth note. Da 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 da. So we have A B form, just like if you were to sing it. So unlike a lot of fiddle tunes that are A A B B, this you don't repeat the A section on this. So A B. So we do have a pickup note. It starts with an upstroke. So that's an eighth note on the and after 2. So 1 and 2 and. So then we come in with the downstroke on the F sharp on the first full measure there. So we start with the E upstroke on the and after 2, then F sharp, then E, 2 C sharps, then B, A. Okay, so the timing here, you have eighth notes except for that A is a quarter note, and we'll count this out. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, so let's look at that rhythm. Measure 2. So we have an eighth, 1, and then the quarter note comes in on the and 2, and. The last eighth comes in on the and after 2. So a quarter note is 1 beat, but that 1 beat doesn't have to start on a 1 or 2. In this case, it starts on the and. 1 and 2 and. So we covered that in the lesson having to do with timing. So check that out, how to count that 1 and 2 and, the note value lesson there. Okay, so and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, so carrying on, we have that E, then F sharp, E, C sharp, E, then the E. This is a dotted quarter, 1 and 2 and. So that last E, there is going to be an eighth note on the and. So then we have a similar approach here to the beginning. So 1 and 2 and. There's your fifth measure. Then now, instead of 1 and 2 and, this time we go 1 and 2 and. So the sixth measure is all eighth notes. 1 and 2 and. So that's B, A, B. Then we have C sharp, A, F sharp, then A quarter note, then 2 A eighth notes. Then we have an F sharp going into the chorus. So that's quarter, F sharp eighth, E, F sharp eighth, A, F sharp. So, okay, then we're going to play the E quarter note, 2 eighths, then C sharp. Make sure your ring finger's way up there on the 6th fret if we had frets. E, A, then F sharp again on the 8th, E, F sharp, then a quarter A, then 8th B. C sharp, C sharp, B, B. Then that dotted quarter goes 1 and 2. Then the and that finishes that measure will be the pickup note to start the whole thing over again. Let me turn the metronome on. Do this at 60 beats per minute. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Start over again. Okay, so you might notice that the bow gets a little upside down where you're playing ups, where you typically would play downs at the beginnings of measures. For level 1, we're not going to worry about that. We'll address that more in level 2 to make the bowing more symmetrical. Okay, there you go. Cindy, level 1.